Hey folks, how you doing? This is 10 Ton Noggin, getting ready to stream some Fallout 76. Just doing some more casual play today, wandering around, gathering materials, doing a little exploration, waiting for the Mothman to show up. And honestly, I don't know what's going to make him show up, and that's fine by me. Let's go ahead and dive in here. Let the music calm down while the rest of the game loads. I hope you're all having a good day today. Personally, having an excellent day. Work was great. Finally wrapped up an important bit of work I was doing. Got an early start, which means I get to start streaming a little earlier than usual, which is nice, as always. And I figured today I might do a little bit. So I had last session. If you like, how to say this, I had a really great discussion with someone who was watching the stream about 76, the problems with it, minor miracles, cannot be completed, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I got it. Oh, where's my house? Oh, there it is. Anyway, great discussion. Like, we have very different views on things, but it did not explode. Like, it's pretty much the standard. You know, online, typically, like in forums and that kind of thing, you've got people discussing this game, people just wig out. It wasn't like that at all. Dovahkiin 249, I can't remember the number after his name, was watching from Mixer, and really appreciated him stopping by. Hope to see him again, and thank you very much for the follow. So today, I figure it'll be a little bit more of the same, but we have some more Fallout news to chat about. Really kind of a variation on a theme. You know, as is most stuff going on with Bethesda and all that, but probably worth discussing anyway. I think, you know, the reactions I've seen that people are having to the latest Bethesda foibles, I think, are interesting. Some of the things that they assume. So yeah, we'll wander around, we'll blow stuff up, we'll chat, it'll be fun. Let's get rid of the rotten meat, though. That's really unfortunate. I always feel bad. Well, I did not. Oh. I don't know if anyone else has that problem. You're sitting there like, my hand is nowhere near the mouse. But there's like a wait cycle that the game uses to kind of realign whatever you're doing here in the Pip-Boy with wherever your cursor is. So you have to you should move it over that away. And then we can say, drink the diluted rat away, which is what I meant to do. I only got one purified water left. Yep, and now I got none. So beer and cola and water and all that stuff. We'll take some mole rat chunks. Ew. So today we'll probably do some hunting for food too. I'm getting like, there goes all my food. I have a cranberger. I have no idea where I got that. What the heck is a cranberger? Eh. Anyway, so status check, looks like everything's going okay. Got my chat window up. Trying out a new setup. The amount of hardware required just to get a decent display while doing this is nuts. I got my phone going. I've got the game screen. I've got the streaming controls. I've got now another whole computer set up just to monitor, like to see who's watching on which channel, which I cannot look at without paralyzing my face. So we're not going to do that very much. Well, every once in a while you'll see me kind of look over that way out of curiosity, but we'll keep it focused over here. I see the little red light on my mic, which means the cord hasn't accidentally fallen out again, so I think we're all set. Maybe. If I can figure out how to work the controls. So I have no meat to cook because I let it all spoil. I have nothing to do here. Don't think I can repair these, although they need... Oh! That one's repaired. That one's... Did some nice person come by and actually fix my stuff? Because those were broken last time. Well, that's the opposite of what I normally expect. Where to go today? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go, since I used this as the picture for my announce today, we'll head into the Mothman Museum and take a look at what I found. Just for kicks. Oh yeah, so I need ammo too. I forgot. I need all the things. Today, as most days are, is going to be a supply run. Hello, good people. You first. Whoa, hold on, hold on. Whoa, ow. There we go. Good to see you. Let's one of these for you. Whoop. Party favors. Alright. Woohoo! There, who's that? Who else came in? Where am I getting shot from? Someone else was shooting at me. Ah, my chat turned off. It's back. I have to do that every once in a while. That sucks. Could not find a setting on my phone to just say, you know what, never turn off. Which I think is kind of dumb. Not to get all technical or whatever, but, you know, in terms of usability design, that is absolute garbage. Someone who's not able to sort of, you know, like, keep staring at their phone to keep it on. How about a setting? Anyway, I've complained enough about that. Moving on. Where's the museum? I can't remember where anything is. Yeah. Be nice to get a big group of you again. That was kind of fun. Is that thing blow upable? No, it is not. Almost climbed that ladder. Like, that'll not do much. Almost to the weekend, too, which is bizarre. The rate, you know, I know, kind of difficult to say, but really, the rate at which time is flying by. Things have been so jam-packed busy lately, in a good way. Woo! Oh, I'm so sorry. Is that a tick? I don't see those around here very much. Gotcha. Gotcha again. A tree makes for a dead tick. Again, I'm really happy with that shot. I'll take the baseball grenade. Why not? I wonder where a good place to find circuitry would be. And why am I keep looking at that like a bridge is just going to appear if I stare at it long enough. Another tick. Oh. Oh. You have been feeding off me while I've been standing there. So I heard, although, yeah, tick blood sac. Like, is there a way to fill blood packs from a tick? You let him, like, drink some blood off you, and then you, like, take it back and put it in a bag? Is there anything going on in here? There's a truck. Those have useful bits. I don't think that's what a truck sounds like. Dark. Less dark, but green. Yeah, we'll take that. Need to remember to stop by my stash before I take off. Drop all the junk, so I'm not carrying it around with me wherever I go. Go back to Deathclaw Island. Actually not. You know what? No. Given that I just said I don't have a ton of ammo, let's call that a no. Ooh, some gears. It's gotta be good. Why not just, let's grab all the stuff. I mean, I'm right close to home. This will all pay off eventually. Actually, what I'm probably going to do is fill up my stash and then have to figure out what junk to drop. We'll worry about that when it happens. Okay. Okay. There's the museum. Let's go say hi. Always have to do this. At least they got lots of bobby pins in this game. I cannot... Ooh, well, maybe not for a while. Well, yeah. At least I still have lots of bobby pins. Oh, come on. Real? No. No! What's skill 1? There we go. Thank you. They had to remind it or something. You're skill 1. Oh, yeah. There you go. Those are good. Oh, the music. Where is it? My ears are messing with me. Where's that coming from? To any copyright holders, I do not condone this. La 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 la. Is it down here? Stupid radios. Again, Bethesda, you know how many people stream your game. Let's make a way to turn those things off. Like uniformly throughout the whole game. How's that sound? Can that be a thing? Can you acknowledge all the folks who use your game as their streaming platform? I'm just gonna take all this stuff. I'm kind of hoping that the phones have circuitry. I doubt they do. Let's take a look, I guess. Junk, 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 junk. Telephones. Circuitry. Hey, hooray. We can fix... Well, I don't need to fix those things anymore. But the next time someone attacks, I will be ready with circuitry to repair them. A miner's lamp? That's kind of cool. Don't want the smokes. Ceramic. Yeah, good. More ceramic. Battery. Lead. Actual circuitry. Beer bottle for glass. Put in some nice windows at some point. Oh. Let's clean everything out today. Alright, that's enough gathering, shall we say. Let's go over here and break a few more whatchamacallums. There we go. Oh, there's one. Yeah? How about there? Okay. Looks like a bathroom, right? TP and an aluminum canister. Yeah, we're not taking the plunger. Soap for oil. But look back here. More stuff. And a mannequin. Just because. And probably not let us go in here. We'll take that and that and that. Some more oil. Cloth, I guess. Okay, now onto the main attraction. Ta-da! All this directly below the Mothman Museum. So, I'm guessing wherever you see those bizarre, kind of pagan-looking... oh, someone brought some fresh rounds as an offering. Anyway, whenever you see these sorts of things out in the wasteland, they are Mothman sites, somehow. Like, still, how it's all really connected... I'm not sure. I'm not taking the ritual. I was just going to say, I'm not going to take the ritual bindings, and I still can't get in there. I got to upgrade my lockpick. Ah, that's what I should have done when I leveled up. Oh, well. But anyway, as soon as I get my lockpicking skills up, we'll see what's in there. And in the meantime, I might actually try putting on the ritual bindings just to see if it prompts anything to happen, right? Like, you never know. Short hunting rifle with scrap. Okay, now I'm too heavy. That's enough grabbing stuff. Let's see. I'll put that away. Oh yeah, actually it looks a little better when you're not shining the Pip-Boy light on it. A little more interesting. Let's go to aid. And company tea. AP regen. Interesting. Cranberger. Take another diluted whatchamacallit. And I have no blood packs. That kind of sucks. So I have some illicitly. And some mac and cheese. What could go wrong? Saved the buff out. I haven't used those, but maybe I should. Some more spicy food. Alright, let's turn that off. There we go. Did all the creepiness there. I mean, they worked really hard in the lighting, you know. Should probably respect that. XL. I'll take that too. Waiting for the Mothman to come and be all ticked off that I've been stealing his bullets and drugs. Anything else? It would have been great if you'd seen him like peering through that little opening there. Oh, my phone thinks it's going to turn off. Nope, no you're not. Back up to the camp. Drop off a shipment of goods. And then we're off to find ammo. And some food. We'll do some more. So I'll head south a little bit because that was actually pretty good territory for deer hunting. We'll probably run into some dogs too, and as much as I hate to admit it, they make for good eats. In this game, at least. Dogs and mole rats and deer. All out of juice. You know what I could do? I don't need to eat yet, so I'm not going to waste one. I was going to go ahead and just... I've got a couple grilled radstag steaks. And they increase your carry limit temporarily. Yeah, I know. Hang in there. Daily mine the copper ore out of here. Good spot for copper. I mean, I know I'm going to have to refine all that, which means I'm going to have to find, I think, a bunch of acid, but that's okay. Well, let's see. So we'll scrap things. We'll scrap all the junk. Good. Good start. And then we'll go over here and... Automatic laser rifle, which are keeping double barrel shotgun. Where's this? Oh, the short hunting rifle. There we go. Scrap that thing. Okay. All the stuff properly scrapped. Drop it off. Store all the junk. And, you know what? I forgot to put on the ritual bindings while I was in the creepy underground bathroom basement temple altar place. So we'll go do that, because that might be kind of fun. That might prompt a reaction, right? Could be nothing, could be something. Won't know till we try. Real quick, I'm going to reach over here. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, come on. Don't argue. Technology. There we go, even better. And I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Is it up here? I don't know why I get so turned around here. But I do. That'll work. Okay. Back down into the actual hellhole and get changed. Ritual bindings. Boop. And let's see how we look. Yeah. Hey there. How you doing? Read. Summoning the Mothman. Blah, 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 blah. We seek him. We welcome visits. shall willingly summon him forward to appear to us, revere him, and divulge his secrets. True believers among you gather for this evening's. We welcome you, O Mothman. Take that. Impending doom. He's been summoned forth. Apparently I missed it. Alright, well, let's... Nothing else going on, huh? Well, I'll go ahead and wear him out. And see if anything happens upstairs. I'll go say hi to the statue like this. I gotta say, this is probably... Like, I'm taking it all very lighthearted. This sort of thing is very serious to some people, but you gotta understand, this is just goofing off. Where is the statue from here? Again, I'm lost. Near some stairs. Bleh. Wandered right by it. Hey, dude. It's gross you leave your eggs everywhere. Oh, harvest some. Taking your eggs. You should say hi. Boy, they make a disgusting noise when you pick them up. Did you know these are edible? Probably really gonna take them off. Oh, another note. I didn't see that before. Oh yeah, I've seen this. He's real and I'm gonna find him, basically. Oh, there's a lot of these things. Harvest wild plants and fungi. That's funny. That popped up. I was a little hopeful. I thought, okay, we got his attention. Ew, you can't see his face at all. More? What is he, like laying him when I'm not looking? Being extra greedy here. Just taking them all. Now the truth is, if this thing actually shows up, it's probably way higher level than I am right now, you know. Well, I'd want to kill him off anyway, but... Or maybe I would. I don't know. Maybe he's a schmuck. I guess we'll wait and see. Alright, well let's get changed back into the normal duds. We got the hat on. Oh, I left the hat on. Golf outfit. All better? There we go. And now, let's just go look for some ammo and do some hunting. One more check. I gotta go see if I've actually got enough supplies to make the ammo myself. Because otherwise I'm kind of in a bind here. I'm not sure where best to even look for what I need. Oh. Stupid. Is that an ammo store? Hey, there's this option too. Let's see. What is that? Ammo. Okay. 38 rounds, 54. How much money do I have? Not enough for that. Let's see. That's 38 roughly? 39? 38? Yeah. And now I can't fast travel anywhere or anything. But I got some bullets. And I want out of here. Don't like that they have this all blocked off. Oh, come on, I can jump up. That's even more annoying. There we go. Sheesh. Well, if he doesn't show up, I can always go shoot a statue in the face and see if that ticks him off. I don't remember. So for photo mode, it's that and then T. Okay. I have that ready because I really want to get a picture of it. It doesn't have to be a great picture. There's not going to be time enough to like iron everything out. I'm going to put in here. Those 22 Mothman eggs I gathered, because I really do not want to accidentally eat those while I'm out. And let's see if I have enough stuff to build. Is that? Really? Springs again? Oh, you suck. Alright. There's probably one down there. But I'm not going to bother for right now. So able to buy a little ammo, and off we go. Again, keeping our eyes peeled. Watching for anything peeking around trees. I'm kind of wondering if there's, you know, there's that level 3 safe that's in there. If that's maybe the trigger. Like there's something in there you've got to get access to before it'll show up. See what I should be using. Got the 10mm, not a ton of ammo, not a lot of anything. I am in such a bind. I kind of expect him to show up in this area, right? With all the trees. I expect him to be peering out from behind the trees at some point. I'm pretty sure that's not what he sounds like.
Ah, is that how I think it is? No?
No, thank you.
Is it then?
Bye. I feel bad. That's the same voice that they used in Fallout 4 for... what was her name? Really sad. She was like my character's main companion for a long time. No, put the gun away. Itchy trigger finger. Oh. There we go. Oh, it's gonna bug me now. My brain is just fixated on that. Oh, Curie. That's right. How did I forget? But no Curie in this game. She won't be around for quite a while. Hey. Again, you're in a group, so... missed! Really wanted to be able to... oh, that was pretty good. Luck of the draw I'm not going to take the steel scrap. And that's going to make me try to drink that filthy, filthy water if I do that. So we're not going there. Pardon me while I look away for a moment. Whoops. There we go. No, I don't think I do. You know, the other thing about the workshops now is all of the very high-level people who, like the last couple times that in my other game, where I've claimed a workshop, 100 and some odd level person comes along almost immediately and starts blowing stuff up. So I appreciate that Bethesda made it relatively cheap to repair stuff, but who wants to spend all their time, you know, dealing with that? So I honestly don't think there's a solution for that in the game. I think you have to, like, if you want a settlement, you gotta wait till you're high enough level to defend it. That's it. Until then, you're kind of homeless. Welcome to the wasteland. That's the law of, well, the wasteland. Allow myself to introduce myself. Nope. You're a rat. Really? Kind of. You're dead. Oh, bonus meat. That's it? Just the one? Slim pickings today. Let's go ahead and wander up into the hills. I've been up and down this road enough times that it's getting a little old. See if we can find anything new, or at least a little more interesting up here. Nothing I can see there. Whoops. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to drop off the copper I've been picking up. They don't put that into the junk menu. It's like under miscellaneous or something. So if you want to drop all the ore that you found, you have to flip to another menu. And I always forget, because it used to be if you wanted to drop stuff, you pretty much just went to junk and that was it. I kind of like to do that again. I guess I'll remember in time. It's going to take a little while to retrain my brain. That's too steep. Let's go over this way. Oh, still too steep apparently. Looks like we're coming up on morning. And a beautiful morning it is. Look at that. And another stinky robot. Where'd you go? To your eyeball. Anyone else? Any other annoying little friends? No? Good. So, looks like we might have some folks on both YouTube and Mixer. Hey to everyone watching. Oh. See if anyone's home, shall we? That's kind of cool. What is that? An oil extractor. Not gonna steal your oil. Just saying, whoop. Alright. How, that's cute. How fun. Well, I'm not just gonna, it's funny. I'm going to peek in the door, but I'm not going to just let myself in. This is clearly someone's home, so, you know, home rules. Common civility. Courtesy. Doesn't look like anyone's home anyway. That's a nice little spot. Very domestic. Makes me want to leave a little note on the door. What is that? That's kind of an interesting little landform. Let's climb it. Ooh, where am I? No, I was going to say, it doesn't look familiar. Every time I find something like this, there's something horrible living there. So, oh, there's a Mr. Farmhand. What did he say? Are you going to be stinky or not?
Detecting potential composting target. Detecting potential composting target.
You're going to be stinky, aren't you?
Scanning for fertilizer. Recycling subroutines not.
Hi. Ooh, lead scrap. Awesome. As soon as I get to a tinker's workbench, make up some bullets. Oh, more lead scrap. You guys are handy. No joke. No pun intended. Really? Wow. There were 3. Where'd the other one go? Ah, there we go. Lead and aluminum. These are chock full. Up and a tinker's bench. Perfect. Come back to that in just a moment. Make sure nothing's going to sneak up on me while I'm using it first. Okay. I mean, there was someone else out there. First of all, my spidey sense is still active. Well, it was activated until just a second ago. Simple. Haven't one. Nah. I don't think I have much. Yeah, that'll do. Sure. Where is the other robot guy? He's probably got some dead parts too. What was that? You heard that too, right? I mean, the squeaking I did is just the windmill. I swear I heard a different voice. Like a female voice. Ooh. Really nice spot here. I guess it was just the squeaking. Yep, there it was. Boy, that really tricked my ear. It's a big sea of nothing out there. Oh. 1. I'll take it. Well, if there was another robot, he's not showing up. So I'll go ahead and do this. See what we can make. Ammo. Plenty of gunpowder. Ah, I need one more lead. One more. It's a start. I'm actually just going to hold off. I don't want to... I mainly want to build up my rifle ammo. I don't want to make something just because I can make it. So now I really do need to find that other robot and hope that he scraps out some lead when I kill him. Hello? Oh, what's that? It's another Mr. Farmhand. And a note. Cheryl's Journal. October 14th, 2077. Ian went to Charleston today to ask for another loan. The bank turned him down again. I'm not sure what we'll do now. We knew this year might be rough, but I doubt we can even pick 100 bushels from the trees outside. Those oil traps didn't do much to stop our moth problem. And we can't afford enough insecticide without some serious help. I don't know where we can get that kind of money. No matter what, this fall's crop is mostly gone. Well, that's unfortunate. But you have a gold fork, so, you know, it's not all bad. And those are good. Sure, why not? And no. Jeez, the amount of pre-war money that you find in this game. It's almost annoying. Reasonable, you know, not necessarily bad, but still kind of annoying. Like I was saying. Huh. Alrighty, well, it would be nice to find the other guy, but he seems to have run away. So we'll just keep heading south here. Waiting for something awful and creepy and fun to show up in the mist. And yet again, something was just there and I missed it.
Alert. Possible source of...
Shush. Give me lead. Oh, of course. Jerk. I think this is new too. My steps sound like multiple footsteps as I'm walking, so it's kind of like if you ever played Silent Hill 2, I believe it was. Oh wait, while you figure out what's in what you have to scrap. Nothing. There's a part at the beginning where, yeah, as you're walking around outside in the leaves, and as you're walking, you distinctly hear some footsteps, kind of parallel to your own. And when you stop, they stop. You start walking again, and they start walking again, and you stop, and they stop. It was brilliant, simple little thing. Did just an excellent job of setting the creepy, tense tone for what was about to come. It's just a rock. Oh. How do? Not well, I see. Ba-dum. It'd be hilarious to turn around and find a deathclaw hiding under there. Canned dog food, no thank you. Oh, yeah, that's a little better. A fuse. Yeah, we'll try that. Really? Where at? Where are you? I guess we'll never know. So the latest thing in Bethesda foibles. Although this one, honestly, a little preview, I don't think this one is one of their foibles. Let's dig into it before we start commenting on it too much. So apparently, you've probably heard that some players through...
No murder you if you no murder me.
Oh, hey, Dram. I'm glad you yelled. I was gonna try to kill you. Dram is fun. No. No, we're not doing tea time.
Hello again, friends.
Bye.
I'm so pleased to announce that the boilers here at the giant
So I need to head further west.
full again. That means my
Because again, the whole point was to actually go find some red stag and that kind of thing.
So if you fancy
And
a nice
I'm not
cuppa,
going to find
the
them
more
around
the
here.
merrier.
Oh, let's deal with him. Oh, come on now. There we go. Who else is home? So apparently, someone discovered a room, as I think probably usually exists in Bethesda games. Probably not just Bethesda. I'm guessing a lot of developers do this sort of thing, where they have a room that was not accessible through normal means in the game, that contained pretty much every item in the game. And other things. We'll talk about the other things too. At least the little teeny bit that I know about it. But someone did something to sort of hack the game, got into this room, used the illicit duping to then duplicate items that they found in there, high-level weapons and that sort of thing, and started selling them for cash online. Bethesda's reaction has been to send out a kind of a formal letter about how, you know what, we noticed that you've been someplace that you normally can't get to in the game. And the effect of doing this is, and they kind of describe what it is at a very high level, you know, how they detected it. And they say, so we are banning this, blocking or banning this account. And they offer, in the letter I saw, they offer to have a conversation about it. If if you feel like this is incorrect or whatever, please write to us, or let us know how you ended up in that area, and we can discuss your account. Hey there. Dogs. Come here, lunch. There's gonna be some more lunch around here somewhere, I bet. The Brahmin, but that thing's a little long dead. I've been here before. Oh look, it took it up right away too. That's awesome. Spoiled meat. Blech. Nope, no music. La 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 la. Where is it? Ugh, I get all panicky when I hear those now. And then I can't find them. Danny boy. Apple, who needs? Let's see. Blood pack. Yeah, that's good. So before I start cooking, any more dogs? Anyone else? These are terrifying looking. Look at those claws. Now, typically, as you would expect, people's reaction to Bethesda's response, basically banning this account, has been pretty much, what you've seen in all other areas. Where, like, Bethesda can't do much of anything to make people happy these days. Not certain people, anyway. And so the conversations I've seen have gone along the lines of, what? They banned someone for finding something in the game? And you get all sorts of variations on there, right? You get the, well, they were just testing it for them. Oh, it's a long letter that we're not going to read. We'll take the spices, why not? You get some people who act like, what, they just innocently came along this thing and they're being punished for it. Oh, that's so wrong. Now, whether you actually think the response is reasonable or not, ignoring the fact that someone actually had to hack the game to get to it, it's at least a little dishonest, right? Let's just, no value statement, no judgment, no evaluation yet. We're just saying, let's not start off by acting like it was totally innocent. Like, gosh, I don't know. One day I was out walking in the wasteland, and then poof, I was in this room that had, this magical room that had everything in the world in it. It's not what happened. I mean, even the people who did it, I think, would admit that's not what's happened, right? So then what about Bethesda's response? This idea of banning a player. Why would you ban someone who found something like that? Well, yeah, I don't think they banned them just for finding it. I mean, it said that in the email, and maybe they did. Who am I to say? I have no interest in defending Bethesda for anything. I just, whether it's Bethesda or another company, is what they did. I hate to use this word. I hate this word because it's so overly abused. It's immature. But is it fair? Better to say maybe, is it reasonable what they did, banning someone for doing that? What's the consequence of doing what they did? Getting in there and then taking things out, duplicating them, and selling them. There are a lot of people, I think, the mindset is these days that it's like, well, it's fair game. They found the way in. They should just get it. Personally, I'm not of that mindset. You're doing something. First of all, you gotta. I think, whether you like it or not, you kind of need to acknowledge that when you're playing a game like this, you're operating within a license agreement, right? That's software. There are a lot of things about software licensing, and don't even get me started on patenting software in that really needs reform, needs to be fixed. But even without that, like, let's, I put myself in their shoes. Let's say I've made a little indie game, and I put it out there for people to enjoy and to make my living off it. Both are reasonable. And someone is going in and just knocking the thing off kilter by hacking the game and making a personal profit off of the bits and pieces that they are extracting. So you could probably argue, from one angle that, oh, well, they should have made it more secure. To which I would say nonsense, only because you're requiring someone to do something that is literally, not hypothetically, literally impossible. You can deter people. Security is about adequate deterrence, not about absolute prevention. You're not. Especially with something like a game where there are a lot of things about cryptography and security that are performance drains as well, So making a game that's performant enough that balances that out with making it so that it's hopefully not nearly as hackable as it would be if you didn't. I'm losing my train of thought as I'm walking along here. You want it to be performant and secure both. Those things are kind of at odds to a certain extent anyway. You will be able to deter people, but there is no preventing it, absolutely. So saying that, well, they should have protected it just doesn't fly. Like I said, it's never gonna happen. Shooting your friend in the face there, and they're just sitting there. They're dead now. Woohoo! He looks surprised. Nope. Come on, come on, come on. Was that one? There we go. I love those opportunities. There are actually quite a few places throughout the wasteland where they're set up to blow stuff up like that. It's just really easy to forget to use them a lot of the time. Get so focused on just shooting people directly. It's kind of a waste, really. Oh, okay. So given that you can't perfectly secure a game, you're always going to have potential for people to get in. You know, is there any kind of justification for banning someone based on taking content and distributing it outside of your intended control? And never mind the legal sort of ramifications. Like I said, the whole licensing agreement thing is something that's not especially... Hello? Not especially interesting. What's there? Glowing meat, huh? This glowing meat's probably okay. You make glowing steaks from it, right? Let's go in here. I've never actually tried to get up on the roller coaster or anything. I can do that today. Whoop. Hi. Whoop, whoop. Right in the butt. And turn that nonsense off. Ooh, whoop, nope, that. There you are. Right in the neck. Consider what taking that stuff and selling it, redistributing it, does to other people in the game who also have a reasonable expectation that they're going to go in and use this game that they've paid for. Aww, someone took my core. They're done, you know, they're expecting to go in and just play this game that again they paid for, and let's not shoot the person. Especially, let's not shoot the very high level person. Woo! Man, how much time do people spend playing this to get to that level? Crazy. No. Stuff? Aww. So anyway, when you're throwing the game out of balance by taking things that weren't meant to be released just because you found them, you're taking something that someone else has invested in, you know, in terms of both time and effort and money and everything, and just kind of chucking it, right? And knocking it way out of whack. I don't think it's too big a jump to say that, you know, you've got some right to try to put things back in balance. And if putting things back in balance means, well, why not? If that means that you have to basically control or eliminate the people who are doing that, or going to lengths to usurp that kind of control over the game, suffering from bone worms, bleh. Yeah, I don't think it's unreasonable to think that, you know, people would do what they need to do to maintain order. Oh, cool. Like I was saying, if I were building something like that and I'd poured so much of myself into it and whatnot, then yeah, I would probably do the same thing. It's like, play nice, play by the rules, or go away. How about set up your own server? Which I know you can't do with this yet, but eventually, you know. You want to play by funny rules? Then you invest some time and effort and other expenses into building your own. And that's the thing that kind of gets me when I'm reading a lot of those arguments about, you know, oh, they should just, oh, they got after someone just for playing the game. It's this sort of a presumed entitlement. I'm very absent-minded. I can't remember what I was doing now. Oh, let's do this. Oops. That's no good. Oh, no. Oh, almost. There we go. Crossbow bolt. Ooh, and a crossbow. Cool. Give it a try. And... oh, that's what I was doing. Aid. Do I have a disease? I do have a disease cure. They got rid of the bone worms. Yay! Anyway, because I'm wandering around at the same time, I'm getting way too detailed about my argument about this, but it's not at all unreasonable to expect that someone who's invested so much in something is going to work pretty hard to like maintain it, keep it in order, and prevent people from knocking it out of whack by working outside the system, you know? Hold still for a minute. Ugh. Fancy little turn you're doing there. Oh, you're a zealot. I'm gonna die. Oh. Sheesh. So just so you know, I wasn't just like standing there letting them hack on me. I was like backed up against that fence and couldn't move. Hopefully I can actually scrap lead out of that. Over encumbered. Well, that sucks. Well, let's eat some stuff and that'll reduce the load. Let's have some cobbler. We'll have dessert first. Make sure my cursor's not in the way again so I don't accidentally eat or drink stuff that I don't wanna. Where's the stim pack? I think far enough down. Some whiskey. Stim pack. Get rid of the spoiled... what were the spoiled vegetables I was carrying? Weird. Doing okay? Better? How about that? There we go. And off to find more red stag and all that stuff. And to the argument that, oh, they're just doing QA on it. It's like, well, look, that's absurd. If you want to work QA, go get a job at Bethesda. Which, given how much vitriol you've dumped all over them lately, I doubt is a realistic option. Guessing you wouldn't want to work for them. But this idea that someone like walks up and like, ta-da, I'm your QA, here you go, you're welcome. And you know, and you're also making money off of what you're doing. Like, come on, be reasonable. So it's funny to me the lengths to which people will go. The absurd. I don't want to say childish because I try to avoid that word anymore, just because it's insulting to children. Like you don't, you know, but it is at least immature. It's needy and self-serving. Let's not go there. So, yeah, I mean, personally, if someone like, let's say someone messaged me and was like, hey, I got into the room. You want some stuff? Like, that would be pretty weird anyway. But you know what I mean. Something along those lines happens. Someone comes up who, like, got some access to this stuff and offers it. Personally, I don't want it. Like, why would I want to knock the game out of whack? If I get a high-level weapon, part of the satisfaction of doing it is because I played the what's that? Binoculars. It's a bush. It doesn't look like a bush from back here. Totally a bush, though. Okay. So anyway, part of the enjoyment of the game is actually building up to stuff. Like I frankly, I never understood that idea of getting into a game and immediately going online and finding hacks and cheats that give you the high-powered stuff. Like, what is the point of that? Can't go that way. Why not? So getting down to where I'm going to have to, like, veer inland, apparently. Oh, yeah. Boy, not a red stag in sight today. Maybe they only come out in the evening. I'm not going to go very far south. I don't want to go down into that wasteland area because, you know, hunting just isn't very good down there. But I hope I get something from it. Yeah, like we're right on the edge of that. We're not going in there. Let's go over here. We'll stay on the grassy part. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of curious what people think about the security aspect of this. I think people have a notion in their head that if you try hard enough, if you really, like, if you were really trying, you would be able to perfectly secure that game. You'd make it so people couldn't cheat or hack or whatever. And again, it just, has nothing to do with the company. I mean, a company can do garbage in terms of security. And that might be people say, well, yeah, Bethesda's done, you know, they've done a crap job in terms of security with this. And right now, yeah, maybe they're right to a certain degree, you know. Maybe there's more they could have done. But again, saying that they can just block it entirely, I'd rather have them working on features, frankly. But it really is the nature of the beast. I mean, there are certain things that rely on the techniques that you use, the like basic things that are common to any security model. Obfuscation, which is, you know, weak at best. Cryptography and whatnot. There's some systems that use that, like Bitcoin, that are structured kind of based on the acknowledgement that at some point computational power is going to increase enough so that even if you have secured something, that someone's going to be able to break it, right? In fact, some of the what would you call it? I'm not super knowledgeable about Bitcoin. I know some of the basics. But what you might call the oh gosh, what to call it? I want to say arbitration, but I don't think that's the best word. Two people go to buy something. You gotta figure out whose sale wins the deal. Well, the things that determine what goes into the ledger, it determines who actually successfully bought what. Oh, this is interesting. Are based on solving arbitrarily complex cryptographic problems. And those algorithms are designed so that they can either be swapped out or the complexity can be increased. Because again, with, you know, just natural increases in computing power over time, things are going to be able to crack them a lot faster later than they can now. So that's enough of that. That got awfully close to math, and I don't know how well that would go over. But hopefully you get the point. Like, you know, there's only so much that Bethesda or anyone can do to secure a game. What was that? Some kind of camp signal. That's okay. Whoops, lost my display again. Now it's back. So, while I'm not surprised that someone found it, just waiting for them to either move it or find some better way to lock it down. I don't want to go too far that way again. Just because, you know, that way you head into the ash heap and the hunt, you know, the hunting's even worse than it is here. And today it's pretty bad. There's not a lot out here. Eek. Better go out and see what's on that boat, if anything. Probably nothing. I'm probably just going to bait myself by getting in the water. It might be worth a try. Yeah, there's not going to be anything in it. I mean, anything that might be interesting about this is going to be impossible to get to until I do this. Well, here we are. May as well look. Oh, look. Can't pull out my gun underwater. Uh-oh. That's... There we go. Yeah. How about... I never use these things. Use a radix. That's a little better. Well, this is creepy. And if this were real life, I'd be kind of unconscious by now. Oh, I can't do it that way. Like, I would be wigging out about swimming around this dark, cavernous thing. Gosh, I wonder if I can get back out. Okay. That was almost bad. How about a nice Radaway? Like, not even one of the diluted ones, but like our full one. Probably overkill, but oh well. And a stim pack to chase it. So you compare what people are doing with that, you know, the everything room in this game with some of the spots that were kind of similar in Fallout 4. But in Fallout 4, you could get to them without having to use any cheats or mods or anything. Like, I don't know if it was just bad planning on their part, whoops, or what. But there's a spot where you could go up, and it was really not meant to be a typical, like a normal access space. It was up above Diamond City, and it would pretty regularly replenish with a mini nuke. So, you know, you could... Are you actually dead? What? That was a more complex sentence than I'm used to you guys saying. But you could get to the place where the mini nuke was just using a jetpack on your armor. So a little later in the game, once you build up enough stuff and get the parts and build the jetpack, you could just knew where to go. You could fly up there. And there are odds and ends of things up there that... Anyway, it was kind of cool. But you didn't have to cheat. You didn't have to do anything to get in there. Like if the room were like that, if it were someplace like, oh look, I was just, I'm jumping around somewhere, and I might understand a little better why they'd kind of flip out. But even then, I mean, at that point, don't. I would expect them to fix it or deal with it just by fixing it. Maybe, like letting people know, hey, I saw you got some stuff. Wasn't really meant to be released yet. And coming up with some kind of way to compensate for it, right? But there wasn't anyone intentionally disabling things in the game or anything. They just wandered into the right place and found it. Now, if Bethesda came along and banned someone for that, I totally understand. People would get really ticked. But again, not what happened. So far as I know. Well, why don't we be done with that? I kind of made my point. It's just a monologue at this point right now anyway. Which, some days that's fine, I guess. Excuse me. I just wish I was finding more of what I was looking for. Like maybe springs, and some deer, a Mothman, Come on. Oh. How do? Woohoo! Well, that's fun. That was awesome. Place is all irradiated now, but it was still worth it. Oh, sure. See if we can lighten our load here a little bit. Frogs. Cue ball. Ooh. I guess plastics are good. You can use them to make shotgun shells, right? I'm not expecting there to be anything good in here. Whoops. Doesn't matter anyway, does it? Oh, not bad. Little ammo. Ooh, nice. Guess we should scrap again, huh? There's that creepy little, whatever that guy's name is, Jangles the Moon Monkey. You know, so I've heard a lot now about people going up and hanging out by the vault, waiting for new folks to come out. And there was one guy I heard about who was basically handing out like stuff that he had found. Oh, why not? Around the wasteland, right? Like, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the game. Here's a nicer gun and some ammo. Go enjoy yourself. Go enjoy yourself. Which was pretty cool. Now it ended sadly because apparently someone who had was expecting that they had been farming, you know, duping. High-level character came along and killed them for doing it, and then was surprised to find that no, they were in fact just handing out low-level weapons for the noobs. It's good to be kind to the noobs. But anyway, it was kind of a cool idea. But unfortunately, there have also been people hanging out by the vault to completely thrash new people who are coming out. Which, you know, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the new game. You're dead. Like, I know you haven't even started yet, but you're starting off dead. Which is fairly asinine. Not like I can do anything about it right now. It'd be nice to be high level and able enough at the game that you could actually go and, you know, maybe counter that a little bit. But not really the point. The point is I'd like to hang out, to kind of do like the first guy was doing. Gather up some materials and say hi. Let's set you off on the right foot. Yes, you can find a little pipe pistol with like 8 bullets or something when you first arrive. But that kind of sucks, right? Here's some more stuff for you. Gotta make sure my chat window is working still. Where to go, what to do. Oh, hey, let's go see who's... let's see if they've held on to that place. Maybe see if they're home. See if the name... I don't remember offhand what the name was, but I know When I go and look to see what player's holding that, I should be able to remember if it's the same person who had it the other day. Look at all those. Nope, that's someone else. Shuri Elemente. Hello? Anybody home? Nope. Take your pharmaceuticals? Well, no, I fall through the hole instead. Every time. Well, we're off. Oh, the rat X. That was still working, huh? Let's head down a little closer to the water.
Hold. It's right there.
I'm holding. Running away now, huh? Lead? Did I see lead? Lead scrap. Yay, I can make more bullets. We have a friend. Even more lead. Hooray. Oh, and look at that. First we scrap. Then we craft. Crafting is much more serious. We have to prepare. Oh, what do you mean I can't make A308s? What am I missing now? Steel. What? I insist. Well, that's a bug. Man, that stinks. So, did I do something? No, I was going to say, like, did I do something to the lead to make it so I can't actually use it? I don't think I did. It just says no. I can make that. Yeah, dorky thing. No, I guess I won't. For no particular reason. I'm getting down there again. I've got just over 40. Come on, man. I need those. I think I picked up a couple lighters or something, so I think I have the springs. I can probably make my own workbench, but I'm guessing that if it's busted there, it's not like it's that particular workbench it's broken. It's miscalculating the requirements probably pretty much everywhere. Which, you know, talking about buggy Bethesda games, that bug was in Fallout at the very beginning, Fallout 4 that is, at the very beginning, and it lasted till now. Like, it happens at random, but that is actually a pretty common one, where you gather up all the stuff you need to make something, and it just decides, no, not today. No. There's not a thing you can do about it. Come on, right there. Huh. Whoops. Thought I was lined up on him. That was weird. There we go. Should be careful. I mean, it looked like scorched. I think it said scorched. At the very last minute, I wasn't exactly sure. And, whoop, yeah, I'll take it right away. And that could have been another player. That's happened a couple times where I actually like got a headshot on another player. Totally on accident. And I was in an area where it was probably a very low level, like even lower level than I am. This is kind of cool. I'm seeing more of these now. What's going on up there? Anyway, a lot more camps out there. Anyone home? Again, nice little place. Utilitarian, you know, sleeping bag on the roof. So let's try this. Let's go to craft. And ammo. Nope. That's just stinky. Who knows why? May as well. I can't use it. See ya. Let's cook that up right away. Get that out of the way so it doesn't auto-select anything. Excellent. Well, we got some food anyway. Have a good night. Pretty sure they can hear me. I think I changed my audio settings. I should just be broadcasting here. So if I do run into anyone, basically what they're going to hear is some guy talking to himself as he runs down the road. It's one of those environmental monitors. So yeah, that was the person who owns that farm. Just kind of fun. Is that island? Is that an island or is that the other shore? That's the other shore. It looked like an island at first. So they say we should go over there. Boop. Booped your nose. You too. There. I hear you. Where are you? There you are. Whoops. Oh, oh. 2 wasted shots. Ugh. Cannot afford to waste ammunition like that right now. In fact, I shouldn't have engaged at all, right? Like, you don't need to shoot everyone you see. It's one of those lessons you learn the hard way in life sometimes. Huh. Don't see him. What do we switch to? What have I got? Like, Somerset's 4 shots. Really? Not a lot of anything. Whoops, I'm trying to hit my phone. There we go. Just go back. Nope, nope, I'm up. Well, this has been a little bit of a non-event, except for we got some bits about the Mothman. I mean, nothing actually happened, but at least I tried a few things. Got some monologuing on game ethics and security. I got a really cool chained series of explosions. Might be the highlight of the night. But yeah, and I guess I replenished my supplies a little bit. Not nearly as much as I'd hoped. Let's go back. Hopefully I'll have enough springs to maybe build a tinker's workbench. Maybe upgrade some guns. Just with how slow my guns are with reloading, really been wanting to upgrade the clips. So that they're at least, higher. Oh, there we go. Higher capacity, at least. And maybe sort of the rapid models. I don't know what they've done in this game yet. I haven't really done a ton of gun mods. Just one? Or did I scare the other ones off? There's usually at least two. Should take the hind too. My armor's probably just awful right now. Very rarely do I actually try to maintain it. Just because, I mean, supplies are so difficult to come by anyway. I seem to be doing okay without it. I don't want to... Ooh. Lots of them. Hopefully I spaced that about right. A little further. I got at least one of them. Good. You got anything interesting? Just a nose. Also just a nose. Oops. Get closer, use VATS. Bugs move around too much. It's interesting, I feel like the chance, the random number logic in this logic in this game is a little... I don't know that it's more, accurate? But it seems like in Fallout 4, if you had anything less than an 80% chance of hitting something in VATS, just don't even bother. It's not going to be worth it. In this one, there have been a lot of shots where I've only got anywhere from a 16 to 30% chance. It seems like it might actually be skewed the other way, where it's maybe a little too easy to hit things with low VATS percentages. Case in point, let's try this. Nope, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just waste a lot of ammo again if I can do that. Quest failed. I didn't take the quest. Didn't fail, it just... What? Oh, I forgot to harvest some, apparently. Forgot about that. Ooh. Creepy thing. Bonk. No, no, you can't knock it over. Let's have some vodka, why not? And get rid of the spoiled fruit. And... what else? Save that for later. I have some boiled water. need to take a couple other things out of my bag and put them away, like the, hi. Oh, you were just a statue. You fooled me. Gotcha. Too far away to lock on still? Nope. You're not a statue. Well, maybe you are now. Your head is tiny from this distance. Still got it though. Nope. Seems like every once in a while you find a blood bug that's just been like plugged full of ammo and somehow survived. Where y'all are coming from? You might want to consider staying out of town. Not really worth it, I don't think. Stompy. There you are. Oh, and right there. Wow. Nice jump. Points for style. Hey, I'm going to try something here, guys. Let's see how far I can throw. It's funny. I would have expected the... Seems like it took out the two that were furthest away from the explosion. I mean, when your hit chance is that high, why not use VATS? Oh, 2 more bullets. We had a profit of 1 bullet off of that one. More aluminum in here now, maybe? Oh, yeah. Some more ceramic. Be good. Why not? Quite a bit more aluminum, really. All right, let's head home. Count up our winnings. I went up on the hill. This part should not be hard. Where's... Walk it that way, it is. Uh-oh. Did they break my generator? I saw a lot of smoke. Kind of assumed for a minute that they busted it. But no. Well, it's kind of been an unfruitful day, I'm sorry to say. Openly taunted the Mothman. To no avail. Let's see. Scrap first. Transfer. So all the junk, sure. Yeah. Now, we also want miscellaneous. How about copper ore? Gunpowder. Technical data, who cares? Hollow, notes, junk, bonds, ammo. 3 mini nukes. Whoop, nope, over here. Don't need to be carrying those around. Nor the crossbow bolt. I'm not going to use that. Reminds me, I should probably take the actual crossbow and store it. Let's go scrap the lead pipe. If we can. So we modify repair. And hunting rifle. Concrete and lead. That'll do. That I'm keeping. Shotgun's doing fine, so let's fix that. Whoop, whoop. Back. Nope. There we go. Hit the wrong button. Submachine gun. Repair. Oh, it takes springs too. Oh well. That I'm not doing anything with because I don't think I can use it yet. Alright, we'll call that good. So the hunting rifle. What is a scorched killer's receiver? Oh, you need all sorts of stuff. Ultra sight? What the heck? Hey, look at that. Gunsmith rank 2, so what does it do? So the overall condition meter goes down. Improved armor penetration and ammo capacity. Let's do it. Just hoping that was worth it. Not changing the scope on that thing. Actually, the reflex sight is perfect. I love that thing. Springs again. Alright. I'm just going to call that good for right now. So more stuff to drop off over here. And I think probably have a few things to cook, don't I? Yep. Take the one anyway. Okey-doke. Well, I think that's it for right now. Thanks very much for watching. As always, hope to see you again soon. God bless. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.